Diddy party is a long party.
I have different energies for different parties. They may want to swing from the chandeliers. However they want it, they can have it. We make dreams come true. A couple of celebrities aren't gonna hurt. Enjoy the halftime. We even got a waterproof TV outside. And your pool is like a bathtub, so whoever ain't washed up today.
League of Stars.
Happy birthday to me!
Let's get it. On the dancery.
Sean Diddy Combs, once celebrated for his massive influence in the music and entertainment industries, is now the center of one of the biggest scandals Hollywood has ever seen. Over the years, Diddy built a web of connections that included top-tier celebrities, politicians, and powerful business moguls. But now, as more details emerge about his infamous F-off parties, many of those relationships are coming back to haunt him. One of the most shocking revelations is that Diddy is accused of orchestrating these parties, where illegal activities, including drug use and sexual misconduct, allegedly took place. Celebrities who once enjoyed the glitz and glamour of Diddy's lavish lifestyle are now scrambling to distance themselves. As one source put it, Diddy's empire wasn't just built on music, it was built on secrets. Those secrets are now unraveling, putting Hollywood's elite in a precarious position. Stevie J's involvement and legal woes.
I don't know whatever someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to say that I've never seen my man doing anything foul like they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you can't brush under the rug. I don't see anybody reporting about what Tatted Up Holly said about him beating her up and about, you know what I'm saying, his other baby mom saying beating her up. I just look at it as, you know, he wants to bring the black community down worse than anyone else. How is that so? I said what I said in my post, and I'm standing on that too. Now, since he didn't accept what my offer to him, and he want to continue to be a comedian, why don't you go make some movies with Michael Blackson and don't talk about him? I was at his crib working in the studio. I was sitting outside the studio door, and I heard a big boom. Now, mind you, before we get into this, I'm not a spring chicken, even though I look fly and stuff. But I've witnessed some historical events of excessive force, but none like this since Saddam Hussein or El Chapo or Pablo Escobar even Osama bin Laden. I heard a big boom. So I'm thinking, like, you know, a lot of people do work on the island all day long, so I'm figuring someone dropped some materials. Heard it again. Turn my head, I'm hearing do. Armored vehicles, 3 big armored vehicles come. Dudes jump out, I got 50 dots on my shirt. Screaming, yo, get on the ground. I'm like, yo, really? I'm the only one here. Took me outside, I asked to speak to the higher ups. I was under arrest. And they said, no, you're being detained. I want to speak to the higher ups. Spoke to the higher ups. I said, am I under arrest? They said, no, you're not. Let me let you go. Boom. Let me go check your bags. You don't have any weapons and all. I'm like, I don't have any weapons.
One of the most talked about figures in this scandal is Stevie J, Diddy's longtime friend and Grammy-winning producer. Stevie J has been accused of being a key player in Diddy's parties, with allegations that he helped recruit individuals for these notorious gatherings. In a lawsuit filed earlier this year, Stevie J is accused of participating in and facilitating illegal activities at these events, including group encounters referred to as F-offs. Stevie J has denied the claims, but his involvement is difficult to ignore. A former insider stated, Stevie J was more than just a guest at these parties. He was an enabler. With Stevie J's name dragged into the controversy, the once powerful producer now faces potential career-ruining consequences. Meek Mill, The Denial, and Conspiracy.
So ever since the news broke about allegations between a sexual relationship with Puff, Sean Combs, and Meek Mills. I don't know Meek Mill's real name, but if this is to be true, man, it sound like this nigga. But if it's true, bro, your career is done, son. And all we ask is for you to just stop being a tough guy. We already know you can't fight. Now the next question is, I need to speak to your boss. You know, the $500 million man that's acting like he's the biggest hustler, grinder, he got all the money. I need to know if he was bending over too. Cause you look kind of suspect too, bro. Is that why you guys gotta keep wearing glasses to hide your face, man? Listen. Nah, ain't no daps. This is all allegedly, though. But for some apparent reason, it seems like everything is coming to light, man. Damn, son. Yeah, hip-hop is done.
Meek Mill's name surfaced when an audio recording connected him to Diddy's alleged misconduct. Though Meek has vehemently denied any involvement, claiming the recording was manipulated, the scandal has put him in a difficult position. Meek took to social media to voice his frustrations, stating, "I'm being set up by bots and fake narratives." Despite his strong denials, the rumors have not died down. Meek has offered a $100,000 reward to anyone who can clear his name and reveal who's behind the smear campaign. But with the intensity of the scandal and Diddy's growing legal troubles, Meek's name remains tied to one of the messiest stories in recent entertainment history, Young Miami's complicated relationship.
I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner, or that are like, when I was going through the shit, nobody called me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like, you thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like, everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, why you with him? How you feel? What you got to say?
Despite Young Miami's consistent vocalization and affirmation of her relationship with P. Diddy, online users are finding her statements to lack credibility. The general perception is that the bond between them is not as robust as it appears to be, and that Young Miami is only standing by Diddy for financial gain, being with him solely for the money. Even Young Miami's close friends are aware of this reality.
Young Miami, former partner of Diddy and a member of City Girls, has also been swept into the controversy. She spoke out on her podcast, Karacia Please, where she detailed her complicated feelings toward the growing allegations against Diddy, though she wasn't around during the peak of his legal troubles. Fans have questioned how much she knew about Diddy's controversial lifestyle. In her own words, Young Miami said, "I didn't see this side of him, but I knew he was powerful." While she continues to distance herself from the scandal, her connection with Diddy puts her in the crosshairs of public speculation. Many are wondering how deeply involved she was in Diddy's world of excess and secrecy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it ride out. People just need to know where I'm at, how great it can get. And I was halfway through, and one day I saw my wife looking at me at the corner of my head, and she started shaking it. She's like, "Nah, it's enough."
Yeah.
I get it. You got it.
You
It's
look
time.
beautiful. It was a
I got
great move.
You know, I
Great
throw that
move.
product
You
in
look
there.
beautiful.
I'm a fan of the product. You know, look, if you're using the product, fellas, don't feel bad about it.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with the product.
Ain't nothing wrong with the product.
But when you dance,
Yes, sir.
it brings joy to our hearts.
Makes me happy.
We would like to see you dance. Is there a
Brother
record you
Dick,
would like
don't
to hear?
threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Before we get into dancing, this is a toast to you. I follow your lead, man. Brother, you got me every day of the week. I'm a text away, I'm a call away, but I'm forever here for you.
We love you.
I love you.
Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed.
Kevin, the Bible says don't sleep with man, my kingdom.
Hey, Kevin, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
I hosted Diddy. Kevin, come here. Can you go get some girls so we can be in the bedroom with some girls? Let's get some girls up here, please.
First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed.
Kevin Hart dodging questions after a recent video of him hosting one of Diddy's parties went viral. While on his way to dinner at Lavo Restaurant in West Hollywood, the paparazzi asked Kevin if he had seen any of the massive amounts of baby oil found at Sean Diddy Combs' mansions, to which he responded,
You asking the wrong person the wrong question.
When asked if he thought Diddy would be safe in jail, the comedian deflected once again, saying, "Wrong person, wrong question." The Bad Boy Records founder's sex trafficking arrest continues to make headlines, and videos of some of his infamous parties have resurfaced online. Back in 2010, Kevin hosted one of Diddy's hotel parties, which was filled with half-naked women and drinks, where he could be seen sitting on the edge of a jacuzzi tub in New York City's London hotel while surrounded by bikini-clad women. Several stars attended the party as well, including Usher, Fabulous, Swizz Beatz, and more. However, Kevin and the other celebs from the party have not been accused of any wrongdoing or even having any knowledge about any criminal incidents at this time. Some of the Dad of Seven's parties, known as Freak-Offs, are at the center of his indictment, and Diddy is currently being held without bail at a detention center in Brooklyn.
Attending his high-profile parties and events. While there's no concrete evidence linking Hart to any illegal activity at Diddy's notorious gatherings, several videos have surfaced showing Hart at some of these events. Although Hart hasn't been accused of wrongdoing, the optics are problematic for his image, especially as the scandal deepens. Hart has remained silent on the matter, which has led many to speculate whether his connection to Diddy might have more layers. Hollywood insiders say, Kevin's silence is loud. If he wasn't involved, why not speak up? This leaves Hart in an uncomfortable position as more celebrities are being dragged into the scandal. Jay-Z and Diddy's lifelong friendship under scrutiny.
Put your Rockefeller shit. Put your Rockefeller.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence. Right here. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't going nowhere. I see you, Tom. What up?
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D-Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Jaguar Wright says that Jay-Z has to talk about his connection with Diddy.
To know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
Saved my life, man. We're Sagittarius too, Bob. Thank you so much.
Diddy and Jay-Z have a friendship that dates back decades, with both men dominating the music industry and making billion-dollar moves. However, their relationship is now under scrutiny due to Diddy's legal troubles. Social media has even resurfaced old clips of the two together at parties, sparking rumors about Jay-Z's involvement in Diddy's controversial lifestyle. 50 Cent, never one to shy away from stirring the pot, has repeatedly trolled Jay-Z online, questioning why the rap mogul has remained silent amid Diddy's scandals. While Jay-Z hasn't been directly implicated, the association with Diddy's questionable activities raises questions. One industry insider noted, Jay-Z is probably laying low because if Diddy falls, no one's safe. 50 Cent's relentless trolling.
Jay-Z and them image himself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
now look, what I'm saying to you is, look.
What is a sucker, man? Why have you never stood next to nobody? Because you studied the 48 laws of power.
Nah, man, that's whack. And he knew exactly what I meant because he'd been standing next to something his entire career.
Right.
He stood next to Biggie, you put hot on him. That's stand next to the fight if you want, right? You stood next to Mace, you stood next to Josh. Look, Puffy might be the destination for anybody going nowhere.
He's not wrong. Y'all are fucked.
Nobody survived.
You all are fucked.
Look at it.
Yeah. Please, people, help me help you. Who's first? 50, you're breaking my heart. Curtis, please be my friend.
I'm just not with all that freaky.
Did he do it, right?
He did it.
I'm a nice guy.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties. I'm not into that type of stuff.
He loves me. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
No one has been more vocal about Diddy's downfall than 50 Cent. The G-Unit leader has been relentless in making fun of Diddy, and the celebrities caught up in his scandal. 50 Cent has taken to social media, trolling everyone from Stevie J to Jay-Z, claiming they're all guilty by association. One of 50 Cent's most popular posts was an edited video featuring Diddy and Meek Mill, portraying them in a satirical light, which only added fuel to the ongoing fire. 50's constant jabs have not only kept the public entertained, but have also kept the scandal in the spotlight, ensuring that no one forgets about Diddy's messy relationships with other stars.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams. His sons, Justin and King, in handcuffs in their own yard. Homeland Security tells ET the bi-coastal operation is part of an ongoing investigation.
More money, more problems.
We don't know if the embattled music mogul was home during either raid. ET's reached out to Diddy's reps for comment. Meanwhile, a police presence swarming his high-end Beverly Hills neighborhood. Officers going room to room, carrying zip ties and serious firepower. In the driveway, law enforcement vehicles parking next to, we assume, Diddy's luxury cars. Then, of course, his two sons, 30-year-old Justin and 25-year-old King. At one point, they seem to be sharing a laugh. It's also worth noting, Homeland Security tackles sex trafficking crimes, something Diddy was accused of in a lawsuit by his ex Cassie back in November. When his decades-spanning career imploded after her abuse allegations. And while their lawsuit settled a day later, Diddy was soon hit with 3 more, all of them involving sex-related allegations. In the wake of settling his Cassie lawsuit, his attorneys confirmed to ET it's in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs' investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in. 1, 2, 3.
A day earlier, Combs seen out and about in New York with his family, seemingly in good spirits. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. At the center of the case, this 2016 video obtained by CNN that depicts Combs attacking his then-girlfriend, the singer Cassie, and then dragging her back toward a hotel room. Federal prosecutors said the video is powerful evidence of how dangerous the hip-hop mogul could be to women, part of why 2 different federal judges denied him bail.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold austere facility.
Combs, who lived in this $50 million Miami mansion, is now in an isolated unit of a federal jail in Brooklyn known for miserable conditions.
The special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least 2, if not 3 staff members escorting them.
When Combs first arrived at jail, he was monitored for suicide. That's common for any high-profile inmate. But his attorney says Combs is not suicidal. Rather, guys, he's focused on defending himself. Guys?
All right, we'll see what happens going forward. Aaron, thank you.
The FBI raids, celebs in panic, with the FBI now raiding celebrities who attended Diddy's infamous parties. Hollywood is on edge. These raids have sparked panic among A-listers who were once regulars at Diddy's gatherings. Some stars have reportedly gone as far as hiring private investigators and legal teams to protect themselves, while others are laying low, hoping the scandal will blow over without their involvement becoming public. An insider revealed, everyone who's ever been to one of Diddy's parties is worried. They know the FBI isn't playing. The raids mark a turning point in the investigation, as Hollywood braces for more names to be exposed in what could become one of the industry's biggest takedowns. The business moguls under scrutiny. Diddy wasn't just connected to celebrities. His network included some of the most powerful business figures in the world. From top tech moguls to media tycoons, many of Diddy's associates are now under investigation for their potential involvement in illegal activities at his parties. These moguls were key players in Diddy's success, but their connections to his downfall could have disastrous financial consequences. A former associate said the business world is just as entangled in this scandal as Hollywood is. As the investigation continues to unfold, these powerful figures are distancing themselves from Diddy, knowing that their reputations and fortunes could be at risk. Could Diddy's secrets bring down Hollywood?
I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. And there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. When I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted.
I never thought I would be a part of the generation that would witness the fall of Hollywood. When Cat Williams said that the truth was going to come out in the year of 2024, he really wasn't lying, because everything is starting to come to a head. And how convenient is it that the head of everything gets put in jail and all the little small heads behind him starting to get out too about what they was doing at them parties?
This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching for decades. It must stop.
Well, Diddy's downfall has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. The blast radius from the uncovering of his alleged offences could yet swallow many more powerful and famous figures. Diddy is accused of creating a criminal enterprise which engaged in sex trafficking, racketeering, kidnapping, bribery, and forced labour.
Justin Bieber was warned by Diddy not to spill the details about their wild times together on national TV. In a resurfaced Jimmy Kimmel Live clip from 2011, Diddy said, he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television, and emphasized, everything ain't for everybody. He also teased their adventures, saying, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. What do you think really went down between them? Share your thoughts in the comments. For the latest in Hollywood pop culture, follow All Time Entertainment.
With more celebrities and business leaders being implicated in Diddy's scandal, there's growing fear that this could be the beginning of Hollywood's biggest downfall. Diddy's insider knowledge of the entertainment industry, paired with his connections to some of the most powerful people in the world, has the potential to destroy careers and reputations. As one insider warned, Diddy knows where all the bodies are buried. If he talks, it's game over for a lot of people. Hollywood's elite are bracing for the worst, as more details about Diddy's parties and his messy relationships come to light. The future of some of the biggest names in entertainment now hangs in the balance.